Morning. It's been a nice weekend. Hope you all had a good one. Today I'd like to talk about a wooden product called Toothpicks. They come about 250 in a box. I have no idea, but anyway, a toothpick is made to get into your mouth and where you can't stick your hand or where your hand can't get to. But kind of looks like a match, doesn't it? Except it doesn't have any sulfur on it. But you can pick the top of your teeth where there's a little, like a Y up in the top between your teeth, where sometimes you bite in and you get meat wedged up in between them, and you can kind of pick it, go down and get it out. So that's the service of a toothpick. I don't know why they make them flavored toothpicks. They make peppermint flavored and cinnamon flavored, but that's like, who would eat a toothpick? You know, I don't even know if my wood chipper would, because I think they're too small. They're occasionally they might get bent this way, you know. They might get broken this way, but I don't think so this way. This way they probably slide right through. But anyway, the other thing you can do with a toothpick, and this may be where the flavor comes in, because there's, you know, probably millions and millions of people walking around chewing toothpicks, is there's a line in your teeth. You have your tooth is shaped like that, where you have enamel, and then it comes down a little bit, and then you have more enamel. Now watch. You just set it right in between here. Whoops, excuse me. See that now? Can you see it? So now that's set in there, and you can close your mouth and still talk, but maybe that's where the flavor comes from. And the other thing toothpicks are used for, they're not used for piercings or anything, but the other thing toothpicks are used for is sticking food. You know, if you have a gathering or a get-together and you don't want people grabbing the food with their hands, because then they could touch the one next to it, and all that stuff. They can touch the one next to it. You don't really want that if you're, you know, a clean person. So you buy, I think, a toothpicks for 89 cents, whatever they cost, for 250. And you just stick these in your bits of food. You can cut up pineapple, stick it in pineapple. You can stick it in watermelon, stick it in grapes. You can stick those little hot dogs on it. You can stick this in a sandwich. You know, if you have little quarter bites of sandwich or something, stick this in to hold the stuff together, and the people can still eat it. So that's a good thing. But then, if you have a nicer party, you don't want to use toothpicks. You want to use those little swords that they come in colors. They're plastic and they come in colors. And they have the sword, then they have a hilt, and then they have a little handle on them. So you can use those in, and actually, for some instances, you can use those as a toothpick, which makes that kind of nice. Alright, so then the next party up would be the kind where you have somebody walking around with a tray, you know, serving like that. So, and they only put so many on the tray, and then they go back and get more, so you're not going to touch them. So anyway, I digress, but this is about toothpicks today, and we'll have to see where they go, because I think they've probably been around since God knows forever, and they haven't really gone anywhere. So we'll have to see if anything else happens with them or whatever. Alright, so that's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.